I used to care about audio quality enough that I would like eat an apple before talking so that my voice would be all cleared up. And now I eat peanut butter sandwich, so that's like the exact opposite. Hello, it has been a long time since I did a video for all of you guys. I can't actually remember the last time I recorded. I've been shirking my work, putting it all on Ursula. Wow. We had like Inktober plans. We had Huvember plans. We had so many plans this year. So what happened? What happened there? I'm gonna talk about it. So we've been doing a lot of live streaming, and last week I wasn't here. And if you were at the game stream, I think Ursula mentioned that I was in the hospital. Yeah, I thought I would do a little story time life update kind of dealio. I did it on Twitch already. Got into the nitty gritty, and now Matika wants outside because she knows I'm recording. Actually, I'm gonna put Matika away. On Monday the 2nd of November, I got a doctor call. If you know me, I'm always going to doctors, part of the whole trans experience. But this doctor call was kind of a bit intense. I told them what's going on in my life, and they were like, "You need to go to the hospital immediately. Like, right now, you have like 45 minutes to go, or I'm sending people to get you." And I'm like, "Oh, damn, this is bad," because I hadn't quite clicked into how bad I have been over the past few months. Like, for real, it felt like it was all in my head and that I was just making things up. And apparently I wasn't, because talked to the doctor and they were like, "You you are in severe condition. I do not trust you to be alone." So basically, slight trigger warning, I guess. I've been dealing with some pretty bad depression. I hit pretty bad's probably like probably like underselling it. I was told it was not moderate or minor. It was incredibly severe. I don't know if I'm laughing at that. I think I'm just laughing at the fact that I didn't quite click into how severe my depression was. So I guess the biggest part of this is that like I did have an attempt. Sorry, not an attempt. I had several attempts on my own life, and I don't know how, but I didn't quite realize that I had done that. I just kind of downplayed it all so much. And yeah, so I was sent to the hospital on Monday after like months of this depression. And I haven't been able to kind of do anything at all like over the past few months. So I don't even know if I know I've mentioned in passing, but in August my dad passed away. He passed away really suddenly. I'm gonna cry, guys. Oh no, I'm such a baby. Baby with emotions. But yeah, my dad passed away. If you don't know anything about my dad, he was a webcomic dude. He started like doing webcomics in like 1999, like pioneer of the webcomic world, one of them. I really looked up to him, and he was an art boy. And though there were some complicated things about our relationship, like, yeah, basically I looked up to him and stuff. Him dying was probably one of many catalysts for my depression. I've always had depression. I've never really taken it super seriously. I've been to therapy and stuff. But damn, guys, I didn't know how bad depression could be, and I'm kind of still in a bit of a shock of like how much it can mess up your brain. It's weird, but like all of like the love and support I get all the time just sort of like, you think it would help counteract it, but it really doesn't. Like, I never kind of understood this aspect of it, but all of the love and support you get, like, it just feels like, damn, there's so many people that I'm gonna let down. You know, if I can't get through this, I'm gonna let all these people down, and I don't want to be there when people finally figure out like I actually suck or something. I don't know. It's not logical. That's one thing I realized, and another thing I definitely realized by being like sent to the hospital, basically no choice but to go to the hospital. Yeah, like I really needed that. I needed like to be monitored like 24/7 for a couple days, and I needed to be on medication because like I don't know, I'm a smart dude and you can't really smart your way out of these things. You don't just be like big brain here, depression, killing yourself, whatever. Like that's just a permanent solution for a temporary problem. And you can logic brain that all you want, but in the end of the day, like because your brain is dealing with like this illness thing, your logic kind of gets turned against you. Like my caring and my love of people got turned against me by my own damn brain. You know, being smart just made me able to like hide it really well and come up with weird justifications for why like everything was actually okay and that I can get through this on my own and it's actually not that bad and I shouldn't seek out help because damn, you know, there's tons of people out there suffering and like why should you like take up a hospital bed right now, you know? And I guess I just want to do a video because I haven't done a video in forever and really been thinking about doing them all the time. You know, depression is just like I can't do, I haven't been able to do like anything that I enjoy. Like I haven't been able to get writing done. Like I was starting to get better like the week before I went to the hospital. Like things were starting to clear up a little bit and I was able to like take care of myself more. But everything I did for myself was not for the sake of myself. It was just kind of for the sake of like trying to look normal and not make anyone sus on me. I would just like do all my chores and eat food just to like pretend to be a living person and like go on stream and like laugh and have a good time, but like immediately after going off stream like I would just be exhausted. Like I'd just been like faking it the entire time. It was kind of hard being out of the hospital because it was a really big experience and I did change a lot. Like they didn't just send me home because like I wore out my time or whatever. Like no, like I've actually made huge amounts of recovery. And it's difficult because a lot of people are just finding out about like how bad my depression was and I guess but is being treated now. But like a lot of people are just like in shock about that and they're just like asking me if I'm okay all the time. And they find it really hard to kind of believe that I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm powering through. I love all the support and thank you. But like I am powering through and I think it was like the third day into the hospital like I got my emotions back and that was just a wild experience. Like I just been so dead inside for like months. So I was just like cycling between laughing at things and crying. Like I was just like crying all the time about my family and my dad and everything that's been going on this year. And then I'd just be laughing, like, how the hell did I get to this point? This is ridiculous. Like, how did I not see this? And I kind of describe that feeling as, like, you know, like when you almost fall off of something, like you almost trip and, like, really hurt yourself, or, like, you almost walk into traffic and then you laugh. Like, it's not funny, like, you almost died, but oh my God, I almost died. That's kind of hilarious. Like, your brain does that thing. That's kind of how I feel right now, or I did when I was just laughing at the whole situation. I was like, this is ridiculous. I almost died. That's crazy. I don't know. It's just so wild to me. I don't know what to say. I think I've said plenty of things. I know one thing, like, I've been thinking bigly on is I don't want to, like, sweep this all under the rug and be embarrassed of it all. Like, I know mental illness is, like, one of those things where, like, there's a tendency to, like, want to keep it, like, secret. And a lot of people see it as, like, a character flaw. Like, they see it as, like, being very selfish or whatever. Like, just one of those things. Or, like, they don't want to talk about it for fear of, like, triggering people, which is valid to a point. I did have a bit of a discussion on Twitch. But if you're, like, concerned about someone, like, straight up ask if they're thinking of, like, harming themselves. Like, the damage you can do by triggering someone is, like, minuscule in the case that you can get someone to like reveal something like that they're holding into themselves. Because I think if people asked me a lot more, like my family doctor ended up doing, I was able to open up, because it's like a monumentous task to kind of open up, and you have such a brain fog where it's like really hard to describe how you're feeling. So people from the outside intervening, like, that's really cool. But anyways, yeah, a lot of people see it as like a character flaw, or like people feel very guilty. And I guess I've been looking at a lot of advice on the matter, and Ursula's been looking at advice on the matter, and mental illness, like, especially ones that like risk your life, like, it's no different than like having a physical illness like cancer or something, right? Like, it's not something you do to yourself on purpose. It's just something that happens to your brain under stress, right? Like, stress occurs and you can develop all sorts of diseases, whether they're physical or mental. And depression is just one of those illnesses that you can get from external events happening. Like, it doesn't make it any less valid or real or anything. And there's hospital treatment, and it's not anyone's fault, like, you don't cause someone to get sick, like, I didn't get sick because I didn't get enough like positive YouTube comments, like, I love all your guys' comments, and it has nothing to do with that, like, and I didn't get sick because like my family doesn't love me. Like, they love me tons, and I would never want to do like anything to hurt them. And I love Ursula. Also wouldn't want to hurt her. I always knew she loved me. Doesn't change the fact that I got a little brain sick there. I'm good. I'm stable. On more positive topics. I stole Ursula's Huevember footage. She was gonna do Huevember this year, but like, she could not, because day 2 of November was gonna be the day she was gonna post, and I was like, sorry, gotta go to the hospital. I will regale you with hospital stories, because like, I know, like, the positive side of being in the hospital. There are tons of positives to being in the hospital. I had to think of these positives because a big part of like my treatment is like being happy, and comfortable in uncomfortable situations. Like, if you're like in immediate risk, like, leave the situation. But if you're just like uncomfy in a situation, you have to find ways to make yourself comfortable. Anyways, so like, don't feel too bad for me in the hospital, like, I didn't have to clean litter boxes, no cat poop for me. Like, people did every single one of my dishes. I got like 3 square meals a day. I really miss hospital food, I didn't have to make it. I woke up and there'd be like a nice nurse lady or fella, and they would give me like a tray with apple juice and yogurt, and oh, man, I just want a nice lady or sir to come into my room every morning with a tray of apple juice and yogurt, because what a great way to start the day. Yeah, I didn't have any chores. There was lots of lovely people. I think when I described like going to a hospital, everyone was worried that it'd be so lonely, but like, god damn, I was anything but lonely. I had like a roommate, and then there was like tons of other people going through tons of other things. And, part of therapy is like finding camaraderie and making friends kind of there. And that was really fun. And like, I literally wouldn't be left alone for more than 20 minutes. Like, once I was more stable and the nurses weren't constantly checking on me, it was kind of like, oh, I'm being left alone. But yeah. And I'm transitioning back to like being in the home. It's really nice to be home. I realize my bed really sucks. The hospital bed was doing better for my back than my current mattress, which I guess says a lot. I don't know. Oh, God. And I've got like so much energy to do stuff now. Like, before, like, everything like felt like a monumentous task. Like, even before my depression got really bad, I'm just finding like I have a lot better control of like executive functioning right now, thanks to my medication, I think. Like, I'll be like, I'm gonna go do dishes, and I do the dishes, and I'll be like, I'll stop after this, and I actually stop. I don't like just continue and like kind of forget. Like, yeah, and I've got so much like brain fog cleared. I don't know. Like, I'm vibing, and I'm sorry for like the whiplash of being like, oh man, I was like in a really dark place, but now I'm good. Like, trust me. But yeah, I mean, you can only trust what I'm saying. Yeah, what a vibe. I've I'm in a really good mood right now. Okay? Believe me. I think we're doing a live stream tonight. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm vibing on the idea of doing a live stream. I have therapy. I have therapy sessions. Like, part of me is like, I'm so good. I don't need therapy anymore. Like, screw this outpatient stuff. But like, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm sorry for punching the microphone. I literally have to see my psychiatrist because I only have 2 weeks worth of meds. Like, they gotta renew that, so they got me. They're gonna see me. They want to see me. They're gonna get me, and so that's definitely gonna be a thing that occurs. And I've got like nurses to call and crap. Oh my god, I am so hooked up. Okay, believe me. Yeah. So if you want to hang out, like, come see us on tonight, and we'll do a little live stream. We'll go ooh woo at each other. I love you guys. I don't know what my video schedule is going to be in the future. However, I do want to get back to videos. Like, I feel the motivation to do so. I don't want to overwhelm myself by any means, but, you know, like, treating my mental health, like, part of it is actually doing things, okay? Like, I can't just avoid things and just relax all the time, because that'll, like, end up stressing me out, and it'll probably, send me down the rabbit hole of never doing anything, you know? Like, I want to be able to wipe my ass, I guess. I don't know, sorry. I want to be able to do things, so I need to do things, okay? And I'm doing them because I want to do them, and I'm enjoying things. And I have so many stickers on all of my crap right now with my name on it, so that I didn't lose it. And like, oh, there's like grease on my phone. Okay, I'm just gonna go on forever. Thank you. Goodbye. I love all of you. How do I stop this recording?